built it. It's Campbell Scott. He's a co-owner of Chimpanzee. It's the company that constructed the zip line. And of course, as you know, we're broadcasting from Croc City Crocodile and Reptile Park. And Mariki, who's with us, is also one of the owners of this particular place. Thank you so much for having us here.
Thanks,
Such a treat. It really has been a great treat for us this morning.
Good, and you've survived, which we're glad to see.
I did, thank you. I'm sure you're very glad to see.
Yeah.
I'm sure you wouldn't have been around for much longer had I not have.
Absolutely.
I asked your hubby a bit earlier why you decided to create the zip slide, but let's get it from the woman's perspective. Was it really your daughter that said, I want a zip slide?
It was really our daughter Callan that said, I want a zip slide. And we're probably crazy parents, and we decided, let's give her a zip slide.
Yeah.
And it's the first in Africa over Nile crocodiles. It's, you can say, the first in the world over Nile crocodiles. The only other is in the States, but it's the first in Africa.
Wow. So there is one over, are they Nile crocodiles or are they alligators in the States?
It's alligators in the States.
You know, I've got a thing about alligators. I remember going to Louisiana, and I remember their alligators, and they were throwing marshmallows at them, and they seemed really tame. These guys, different story. What we have in Africa and their alligators. Maybe the people from America would shout at me if I said that, but I think we got, this is a different caliber.
Definitely a different caliber. Not trainable at all.
Yes.
You'll see in movies where the people stick their hands and their heads into alligator's mouth. You can't do it with Nile crocodiles.
Yeah.
It will be the last time you stick your head or hand into something if you try it. It's quite an experience and nerve-wracking to go over them.
Mariki, I'm glad I'm speaking to you now that I've done it and not before I did it, because I might have just put a big question mark over it. So here is my question to you, Campbell. When Mariki came to you, or whoever came to you and said, all right, this is what we want to do. We want to build a zip slide over a crocodile enclosure with deadly crocodiles below. This is your job. Let's do it. What did you say? Are you mad, or did you say, brilliant, I'm in?
No, well, I think absolutely we were in. I think right from the beginning we were very excited about the prospect of doing it. I think technically it's exactly the same as doing any zip line anywhere. Obviously we've got the added bonus of having crocodiles here, and obviously the risks involved with it. Yeah. Somebody had to go in and pull the cable across because the cable didn't get there on its own, so Anton had to go in and pull the cable physically across from the one side to the other and dodge a few crocodiles and whatnot. But it's been an exciting project, and I think it's something that I think South Africa needs, Joburg needs. I think it's exciting stuff that people will enjoy over weekends.
Yeah. So you're trying to tell me that they never actually took the crocs out while you were building this?
No, absolutely. We worked around the crocs. Yeah.
No, I didn't know that. I thought that at least, Mariki, you would have been nice enough to take them away, but you left them here during the whole construction process.
We had to leave them here because who's going to catch them, take them out, bring them back in?
Right, hey. You don't exactly just say, come here, boy.
Yeah,
come on. No, it doesn't work that way.
It's not a dog. You can't call them to come.
All right. Now, how long did it take you to build it?
It's about two and a half weeks to actually build. It takes about a month of pre-planning and what have you. We've worked with the engineers, so we have to come up with a design first. We go and propose a design to the engineers. They go through all the technical details. Then we build the actual design on paper, and then we come on the ground for about 2.5 weeks, and then we actually install it.
Yeah.
Build the towers, put the cables across, tension it, test it, all that type of stuff. And then obviously there's the training of the staff and what have you. So, it's been a month and a half's work to get us to this point today. Yeah.
Which is not so bad. I mean, a month and a half to erect this, that's quite good timing.
It is. I mean, we're fortunate enough within our company. We've got Johan Fourie, who's a very experienced builder. He's been overseas for many, many years, and to have somebody with that type of expertise is just absolutely amazing. So we're very fortunate.
This is, I suppose, one of the most ambitious tasks that you have done, or not really. Have you done something, erected a zip slide somewhere else?
Yeah, I think, each one has got its challenges. At least here we could get a vehicle, and we've had other challenges when other slides and other adventure products we built where you've actually physically got to carry all the stuff in. But certainly this is unique from an environment point of view with the crocodiles. It's certainly been a challenge from that point of view. Yeah. It's been a bit nerve-wracking. I mean, I'm glad that we've got the staff on board to actually do it. We didn't have any dropouts. Because I was a bit concerned about that. People would see this, okay, it sounds like a great idea, but when you get there, well, no, this is not my cup of tea.
Like I said, in the beginning it was all about a zip slide. By the second one, it was all about the crocodiles. It's sort of the reality set in. Thank you again, Cooper. Thanks for chatting to us. Mariki, thank you for hosting us here today. It's been one Amazing experience, I have to tell you. I mean, we'll have more from here. I'm going to talk about what this is actually going to be doing for tourism in Gauteng, because there's always this thing to try and enhance tourism in this particular province, because it's usually a stopover where people are doing business and moving on to other places. But I think with things like this being developed here in Gauteng, and there are so many of them, it's just going to make people want to travel around the province even more. All right, we're going to be having more from Croc City in a short while.